Hello and welcome back to the channel, How We Move the Decimal. In today's video, I am photographing slides to sell on eBay. These slides are from the 50s to the 70s, and they were bought at estate sales. The ones that I'm doing in this video, I think, came from my most recent sales. One of my most recent estate sales. I still have 4 boxes to go through before I'm through all of those slides, and I still have several videos to voice over that I've created from that, which is nice. I sold a bunch of slides around Christmas time, but I haven't sold anything recently. Now, I did make a pretty decent sale this weekend from something we had just bought. It is the winter in central Illinois. It is not garage sale season. I have been making an effort to go over to thrift stores at least once a week now to get inventory, as we're trying to actually make more money because we will have several large expenses coming up in the next year that we kind of want to squirrel money away for. And I'm dealing with the loss of one of my jobs because of the place where I worked closed. So we wanted to up our eBay game, and both my husband and myself are making a conscious effort to go out and look at thrift stores. Been fairly disappointed in thrift stores. Even this past weekend, we went out again, and I will do a whole video about the stores I went to because they were slightly out of my comfort zone, and I still walked away with nothing. But I am going to talk about the online auctions. I've talked about this in other videos. We do have a local auction house that does online auctions. We did an auction that ended on Wednesday, and I just did an auction that ended last night. However, they're very sporadic. Every month they have a very large consignment auction, and that's what ended on Wednesday that we've already picked up. And the one that ended last night, I can't pick up till tomorrow. So I don't know what I got there, but the one I got on Wednesday, the past couple times we've bought from this auction house, we've had a very successful time at it. We haven't bought a lot of stuff, but we're conscious of what we're buying, even though every once in a while we do throw $1 on lots, and I will talk about that coming back to essentially bite us, I guess. But when we went to pick it up, we were talking to the auctioneer, and the auctioneer was talking about how they had over 145 bidders this auction, and this is the most they've had in a very long time doing online auctions. Granted, they had more during COVID because there was no in-person auctions. People weren't going to thrift stores and stuff. But since COVID, 145 people bidding on this one auction was quite large for them. Again, this is just a smaller local auction house. They had, I want to say, 690 items or lots in the auction, so there was a lot of lots. But we were also aware of what we were bidding on. They had coins and collector cars and Matchbox cars and stuff like that in the lot, and we knew those would go high. And that's not my bag. I don't like photographing them. They're more difficult, and I know that they are so everyone is aware that they can bring in money. So I don't want to say mainstream, but we were going for more niche items. One of the items that we picked up this lot on Saturday, listed it Saturday night, and sold it Saturday night, was watches that were beepers. They were old Timex Motorola, like crossover watches. They're like Beep Watch or Beep Pro or something. And the only reason we knew what they were is because one of the old boxes was in the flat, and my husband saw that and he looked it up, and we found out that they were worth money. We paid $3 for this lot, so only one other person went against us, and they were out after $2, which is things we like. We like that. And just that one lot paid 3 times what we paid for the auction, so it was very nice. But because reselling is becoming more popular, and it's only going to get more popular if we go into a recession, you have to look for your niche items, your niche. So old beepware watches, nobody was bidding on them. We also bid on a lot that had like old Wii game mats, and ended up having, we wanted them for ourselves because it had DDR stuff on it, but we ended up having other things included in that lot that we didn't know was there that were worth money, so that was great. There was a couple lots we threw $1 on that we ended up actually winning. One of them was a very large Christian like novel lot, and some of them do sell. We had two complete series that will sell for way more than $1, so I'm fine with that. But a lot of times we'll go in and just throw $1 on some things. One, it also puts it on our list for watching items, so it's there. I did throw $1 at a couple things on the most recent auction that ended yesterday that I'm surprised I got, but I did. And they were larger lots, but I saw one thing that I could make money off of, so I was willing to throw $1 on that. But I also let other lots go that I was unsure of. And this auctioneer is not as bad as another local auctioneer, but there's one picture, and it's usually not great, and most of the time it's not in focus. It has a person standing in the background, or feet, or a hand, or something. There is a pan, an enamel pan that actually goes really high. It's vintage, but there was no pictures of the inside, and I wasn't willing to invest more than $10 in it without seeing the inside of the pan. And it ended up going for $55. So that's something if I was seeing it in person, it might be different versus online because of the lack of photos. I couldn't tell the condition of it. The one I just finished last night, they are auctioning off all the insides of the house because they are also going to auction off the house itself. And it went for really low. So I went from the consignment auction where everything went fairly high to this real estate auction. The indoor part went fairly low. Granted, there was not a lot of high-end stuff there. I got several $1 lots. I got two $10 lots, but again, it's because I saw something there. I bought an entire closet for $10 and all the contents of the closet for $10, but it's vintage bed sheets and very 1970s huge flower vintage bed sheets, so I know I'll be able to sell those. And another one I got was a camping lot, and it had a elevated airbed and a hiking sleeping bag, which goes fairly high, especially this brand. So it was a well-known sporting brand, so that's why I was willing to go up a little higher on those. But honestly, most of the lots went for under $10, which was crazy. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Please see my other videos, and have a wonderful day.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop. Don't stop.